Hi everyone, it's Elise, and today for my persuasive speech, I decided to do mine on whether kids should be public or go to public school rather than being homeschooled. And just to show you guys that I do have an audience, this is my mom, my brother Josh, and then my dog's just chilling here. So that's how that goes. And all right, here we go. So, I'm going to side with how homeschooling, I don't think you should go to homeschooling because I personally think that it doesn't give kids the opportunity to learn and be exposed to social skills. So homeschooling allows a calm, safe environment. I get that you're in the comfort of your own home. You are familiar with everything around you, but homeschooling has shown studies that kids are more awkward and they don't know how to interact with other children, and it's not as easy for them to meet new people like it is when you're at public school, because you have all of these kids that you are just exposed to, and you can make new friends and learn from new people. Even if you don't get along with certain people, there's always a lesson that you can learn from being around them. I personally went to public school, 2 years of preschool and then K through 12, and I liked it for the most part. It was hard at times, but I mean, hey, you gotta get through it, and I have made lifelong friends from preschool that I'm still currently friends with, so that's pretty cool. And children who interact with one another, they build more skills at public schools, which is just another positive. When you're in a homeschool, you don't have extracurricular activities such as like soccer or clubs and sports and all that stuff. You're just confined to what you have at your house, which is your family and books. So there's just a lot more to public school than just the learning factor. For an example, like this class is not exactly homeschooled, but online school has been a new thing that's come about. So yeah, I understand that all of us are in this online class right now, but I mean, personally, I don't feel like I know any of you very well, besides the few kids that I knew from my high school that are also in this online class. I feel like I know them very well, but besides that, I really don't know anything about anybody else in this class, and it makes me feel as if I'm not as social as I am when I actually go to Schoolcraft and interact with the kids like I did in my Business 101 class this past semester. So, I mean, I personally think I've gained a lot more from my Business 101 class is in that than from this online class, which I would consider a homeschooling thing because it's self-paced and online. But it's definitely going to be a lot different for younger kids when they are learning to interact and be with one another. So there's that. And plus, when you're in a homeschool, you're just contracted into one small area. But when you're in public school, you can move around, you can talk, you can go outside, play for recess, and all that stuff. Children also learn to be more independent when they participate in public schools because they are not stuck to mommy and daddy's hip all day. They're able to talk to whoever they want, make their own choices, make their own decisions. I also nanny 2 kids, and they have so many friends from being in their public school rather than if they would have just stayed home. If I or their mom or their dad were to just teach them, they would just be confined to one another, which probably wouldn't end up as well. Also, me as a person, or when I'm a mom, when I'm older, my mom also said this, that as a mother, I wouldn't want all that responsibility for me to teach everything that I know, and you learn so much more from other people's choices and experience and what to do and what not to do from the choices that other people make and the things that you learn from one another. So I feel like you're just really confined when you're in a homeschooling environment. So another positive of being in homeschool is children who are children who are in public school are more likely to say no to drugs and say no to alcohol at a younger age because they have those programs like Dads Against Drunk Driving and Moms Against Drunk Driving and all of that stuff. They have those programs that come to the school and they help out, and there's a lot more activities than just the learning that the homeschool kids are missing out than the private school or the public school kids. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope my audience learned a little about everything and my opinion on it. And I hope I persuaded all of you guys to think the way I do, but if not, that's totally fine. I mean, you're totally entitled to your own opinion, but I stand by mine, and thank you for watching my video, and thank you for everything.